everyone. In this video, let's discuss from clause 3 to clause 10 of tax audit clauses. So clause 3 deals with permanent account number of the SSC, the PAN number. It should be the copy of the PAN should be obtained from the SSC and have to be checked with the PAN which is mentioned in the audit report, and this copy has to be made as the permanent audit file. Permanent audit file means the file which consists or remain the same over periods. Like it could contain the memorandum of association, MOA, AOA, PAN card, GST registration copies. Those will be forming part of the permanent audit file, while temporary audit file will be the current periods audit working papers. Okay. Then clause 4 deals with indirect tax registration. Like I have to ensure the SSC is whether the SSC is liable to pay indirect taxes and whether he has been registered. If he has been registered, then I GST number or the registration number of such indirect taxes. For example, GSTIN, the 15 GSTIN has to be quoted in the utility. Okay. Now, what is the checklist for this? I have to scrutinize the books of account and to find what are the taxes in the tax is liable to pay. Okay. I have to obtain a representation, that is a written representation from the SEC indicating the various indirect tax laws. Also obtain a copy of registration certificates issued by the GST, VAT, and so on authorities, and this could form part of the permanent audit file. If the SSC is liable to pay indirect tax but he is not got himself registered, I have to bring out it as a qualification or observation. See, for example, if an assessee is liable to get himself registered as a registered person, but he has not done it, then I have to bring it as a qualification in this report also. Status, clause 5 would be status of the assessee. Okay, status would be the SSC belongs to. For example, it could be an individual, HUF, firm, company, AOP, BOI, artificial juridical person, local authority, any of this. Okay. After should not be confused with the residential status. Is different. It means the category. Okay. For the proprietorship firm, I could state as individual. Now, clause 6 is the previous year. Previous year means the period in which the income is earned. Right. It uniformly begins from 1st April to 31st March. Okay. But if it is a new firm or it is because of some demerger or something, then the start date will be different, but the end date will remain the same. Okay. For example, for assessment year 22-23, the previous year will be 122. Okay. And this is also cost and will be the assessment year, which means the period in which the previous year's accounts are being audited or the return is being filed for the previous period, that will be known as assessment year. Then, clause 8, under which clause of section 44AB the audit has been conducted? The tax audit has been conducted as per section 44AB, right? Under which clause I'm going to conduct that audit? For example, it could be either of these. Carrying. Not sure why it says. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Carrying on the business total sales or gross turnover or gross receipts, the business exceeds 1 crore rupees in any previous year. This has been replaced, right? It has been now 10 crore rupees. Check. Aggregate of all amounts received, including for sales or something, in cash does not exceed 5% of the said amount. 5% of the gross receipts, and cash payments does not exceed 5% of the gross payments. Okay. Carrying on profession, if the gross receipts in the profession exceed rupees 50 lakhs, carrying on the business by the profits and gains from the business are deemed to be the profits and gains under section 44 AE or section 44 BB or section 44 triple B, and claiming income to be lower than deemed profits and gains in any previous year. When I'm opting for 44 AE or 44 PP or 44 triple P, and I'm declaring the profits as lower than the deemed the profits or gain, then I have to get myself audited. Carrying on the business by the profits and gains from the business are deemed to be the profits and gains in section 44 AD, and they claim the income lower than the deemed profits, and income exceeds the maximum amount which is not chargeable to tax in any previous year. See, I have obtained 44 AD, okay, and I am going to declare my income lower than what is being deemed income under such section, and such income exceeds the maximum amount not chargeable tax, which is nothing but basic exemption limit. It is greater than the basic exemption limit. Okay. Now, let me complete this page here. Audit checklist. See, for practical understanding, I have to check certain relevant clauses and applicable to assessment indicate here. Clause 8A. The new clause inserted in Part A of Form 3CD requires assessee to state whether the assessee obtained for taxation under any of the new tax regimes. Okay, 115 is the new tax regime, right? Whether I have to disclose whether the assessee has obtained any of the new tax regime. It may be noted that these 115 AA and BAB is applicable to the company assessee only. So, They can reply only yes or no. Okay. If the SSC has not opted for the concessional rate as provided in the sections, then the tax auditor is not required to take any further steps and no further audit procedure is required to be followed. The answer to such question as per clause, such a case can be given only no. Okay. Now, however, the SSC informed that it has opted for concessional rate of taxation, then the audit approach has required to be modified. I have to follow further audit procedures. What are the things? Check whether the SSC is a company. Okay. I have to check whether the SSC is a company. If yes, I have to check whether it has obtained 115 BA, 115 BAA, 115 BAB, and I have to report accordingly. Okay. Then I have to copy. I have to check whether the copy of 10 IB, 10 IC, 10 ID has been filed online and obtained from the SSC. Now, clause 9A. If firm or association of person indicate name of partners, members of, and the profit sharing ratio. If the status is given as AOP or a firm, then I have to state the names of the partner or the members and their profit sharing ratio. If there is any change in the name of the partner or the profit, any change in the clause 9A, then that changes have to be disclosed in clause 9B. The particulars in clause should be verified from the instrument or agreement or any other association partnership persons indeed, including supplementary documents and other documents affecting such changes. Audit checklist. Ensure whether the SSC is a partnership firm or LLP. Okay. Obtain a schedule from the SSC indicating the name of the partners and the profit sharing ratio. Also see the original copy of the partnership deed. So then I have to inquire whether there has been any change in the partners or members of their profit sharing ratio under audit since the last date of the preceding year. Also check the copy. Okay, I have to check the opening copy and the closing copy. I have to check whether there is any change. If yes, ask the SSC to produce the original copy of the amendment or administration or recommended. If there is any changes in the membership or the profit sharing ratio, I have to get the original document. Okay, now I have to check whether the year is proper. If there is any constitution of the firm, change in the constitution of the firm or AOP on or for the first day of the previous year, find out the change and report the same. If there is any change in the partners, the profit, since all the particulars of change must be stated. If there is any change, I have to state it in either in the name of the partners or name of the members or the profit sharing ratio. I have to change. I have to disclose it here. That's the only thing I have to do. Okay. And if there is no change, I have to obtain a management representation. Now, let's move on to clause mention or describe the nature of the business or profession. If more than one business or profession is carried on during the previous year, nature of every business and profession. See, for example, I may be a company which is involved in trading of newspapers, and radio division could be there, or some other division could be there, printing division could be there, three division are there. I'm going to be engaged in three different businesses. So all the things have to be mentioned in the nature of the business or profession. And then any change again in clause 10b I have to mention it. Okay. In regard to the nature of business, the principal line of each business to be determined and stated, that is the sector in which the business of profession falls: manufacturing, trading, commission agent, builder, contractor, professionals, service sector, financial service sector, or entertainment industry. In case of a person belonging to service sector, the nature and type of each service that should be broadly stated. Thereafter, the auditor is required to mention subsector pertaining to the sector selected. See, there could be a top sector, service sector. Within that, I could be a doctor, or from professions, I could be a doctor. Okay, that's what subsector would be in the entire professional sector, and doctor would be the subsector. Okay. Information has to be furnished in respect of each business. The code to be mentioned against the nature of business pertain to the main area of the business activity. What is checklist have to maintain? Ensure the details as to every type of business that is carried out by the SSC during the previous year are given. If the SSC carries on more than one business or profession, the nature of every business profession carried out by the SSC during the previous year is to be stated. Change from business to another should be treated as change of business. Change from, it's an important MCQ. Change from one line of business to another should be treated as change of business. Addition or deletion of line of business shall be treated as again a change. Okay. Go through the financial statements and other related documents to ascertain whether there has been any change in the nature of the business or profession carried on by the SSC. Pay particular attention to any business activity started or discontinued by the SSC during the year under audit. If there is any change, state the thereof. State the SSC is a retail trader, started a petrol pump, and then state against clause during the year where he has started the new pump. Obtain a representation. Everywhere I have to obtain a representation from the management. Okay. Because it's an audit, I have to obtain a representation. So with this, we have completed till clause 10. Stay tuned for the next clauses videos. Thank you.